Oh, Jamie's here. All right. We got to start the show. We got to start the show, I guess, right? What is going on here? Now we got people coming in. Jamie, what's going on, buddy? Dope aquatics. The excitement is killing me. Yeah, here we are on a Saturday night. And I was debating on editing a video or going live, and I made the poorer of the two decisions and decided to go live. What's up, Curtis? Tampa Town Fishing. Now the UFC is on, though. I don't care about the UFC. If you want to watch it, go for it. I do not care. Hope everyone is having a good evening. Bob, you ever keep chickens? That's really well timed, my friend. Yes, and I just got 5 chicks today, as a matter of fact. Unexpectedly, impulse, got 5 chicks. I was down at the feed store picking up some scratch for my quail. And with every bag of food you bought, you got 5 free chicks. And I was like, well, can't turn that down. So, yep. Got 5 chicks and some food for my quail, and had to set up a little tote for them today. So the black totes that we all use for outdoor tubbing, I'm now using to raise 5 chicks. They're not in here though, because you don't hear them. So that's good. They are in my house. My dogs love them. Should be interesting. Aquatic Moose says, my 40 breeder sprung a leak. That is the worst. Mikey Fish Tank says, me and the wife are planning a co-op because the fish room's done. What a deal on baby chickens. Yeah, where was it? It was Coastal Farm and Ranch. So the only downside was it was mixed breed, so they had no idea what they were. It was just whatever, you know. I could end up with 5 roosters, which would be terrible. But what are the odds of that? Cornice Cross, yeah, don't know. Won't know until they grow up. I got a couple yellow ones, a couple white ones. I didn't even pick them out. I just let the lady grab 5 of them. Regina Phalanges, hello. Saved all the rams and all the catfish. A couple live bears down. Yeah, I still remember when my 75-gallon sprung a leak, and that just sucked. Curtis says, my brother just snagged a 200-gallon acrylic tank and a 50-gallon sump off of the side of the road today. Super jealous. You know, as cool as it would be to find a 200-gallon aquarium like that, it probably leaks. Let's be honest. Still a free chicken and dinner. Well, I mean, it's going to cost a fortune in food. So, well, I mean, chicken food's not that expensive, but. Best paint to waterproof a stand currently sitting in the Home Depot parking lot. Honestly, I've just always used like Plasti-Dip. It's probably not the best, but I always have so much of it all the time that I just use Plasti-Dip. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. Just get something like oil-based, and it won't matter. Your wood would have to be underwater for a very long time for it to actually be affected by water damage. My stack of 2x4s has been out outside like all winter, and they're still just fine. Sean says, have some fun with it. I raised chickens from eggs a few years ago. It was fun, but it's easier to buy if you don't have a hatcher. I raise quail, chickens, turkeys every single year. So not a new thing. It was nice to because I've been collecting quail eggs. They finally started laying about 5 days ago. So I've been collecting eggs and probably throw them in the incubator here. I think I have till Tuesday. So Gonna collect as many quail eggs as I can till Tuesday and then throw them in the incubator. The Corys and Autos and Plecos all made it no problem. And I bought the tank new at the last Petco sale. I would take it back. 100% I would take it back. They do have like, I think they have like a 1-year warranty, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. I'm convinced you are Tom Segura's long-lost brother. I don't know about that. That dude is way funnier than I am, so I don't know. Wilco does 5 free meat birds with a 50-pound bag. Interesting. Matt Gray says, this isn't fair, fights are on, and now I have fish talk FOMO. But I hit the like, and I'm sharing in a Facebook group. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. I mean, definitely watch UFC over this, I guess. Chicken lottery. That's exciting. Yeah, it's like gambling, right? Like, at the end, I don't really care what breed they are as long as they give me eggs. That's all I care about. I go through about a half a dozen eggs a day on an average day. When and where is your next camping adventure? That's like the $1 million question, my friend. I have no idea. There's absolutely nothing planned. Nothing. What is the best aquatic frog for beginners? There's really not a lot to choose from. I don't know that frogs are for like beginners, like fish keepers, like you're new to fish keeping, or like beginner frogs in generals for like these are gonna be your first frogs. If you're just like beginner, like in aquariums too, I probably wouldn't recommend frogs. Audra says, just found a pencil fish fry. Had no idea they bred. That's always nice. Just found a pencil. I have a random fry in my Corydoras tank, which is interesting, because it's not a Cory fry. So I'm assuming it's some type of rainbow, but I don't know what. Mikey's Fish Tank says, I knew who you were before I knew who Tom was. Yeah. People said I look like Tom for like 3 years before I finally decided to look it up. And I don't think I look like him at all. Bought some primer and was planning on figuring out what paint to buy later, but I'm too lazy to go back in and buy more paint. I'll have to return some things anyways, so I'll do it on that trip. I don't know. Like, I'd rather just burn my stands than paint them at this point. I'm having a pH crash in my discus tank. Puzzling. Same hard city water as all my other tanks. Big water change today, which helped. Ordered crushed coral to put in the hang on back. Lots of snails. Possible problem. Lots of snails equal lots of waste. So it definitely could be a problem. Old fish guy. I will say I have lots of outdoor hiking / camping stuff scheduled for myself. I just don't know if I'm going to film that because I find it to be incredibly boring when I'm just out there by myself. So I don't know. We'll see. I've filmed a lot of my hikes, a lot of my camps, and I come back to edit them and I'm like, this is incredibly boring. And then I just never upload anything because it's really boring. Like just sitting out in the woods, like trying to find something to talk to yourself about. It's just awkward. Josh says, moved some hornwort out of my angel tank and found a Cory fry, so that's good for me. Always good. Headed home to make some greenhouse siding lids. I'm planning on skinning and adding doors. Skinning. Oh, I see. So you want it to actually look good. Me, in the fish room, I just don't care. Don't care at all. Danikin Aquatics, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Steve says, Royal Emperor tetras are quickly becoming one of my favorite fish. Picked up a dozen 5 weeks ago, and the color that they're displaying now is absolutely beautiful. I would agree. Yeah, any Emperor tetra is really. pH crashes are no fun. Danica says, my fat butt needs to lose weight, Bob. I'll go hiking with you. Rainier. We got a summit Rainier. Still on the schedule, my friend. Just do B-roll shots and ASMR kind of videos. See, the problem is I hate ASMR videos. So for me to make them is pretty much never going to happen. But I get it. Absolutely crazy. Greenhouse siding lids. Did you get the double wall? I have. Luckily, I cannot believe how much of that stuff costs now. Like the twin wall lids. I bought them for like $18 a sheet, and I have like a whole stack of them that I've been carrying around with me for like 3 years. And I'm so glad, because now I think they're like almost double that. Bob Steenfott, future CEO, COO of Dan's Fish. What is he hiring for? I think he's hiring for an operations manager. If anyone is interested, where did I see that? Probably on his channel, or maybe it's probably on his website. Maybe no. Does he have like help wanted on his website? Careers. If I did anything for Dan, it'd probably be content creator. I'm getting closer and closer and closer to moving out of Washington, and some things might happen that'll make it almost guaranteed that I'll move out of here. And we'll see, maybe. You never know what the future is gonna bring. Huh. Am I just making things up? I could have swore I saw him post something. Check his YouTube channel here. Oh yes. Oh, it is Chief Operations Officer. All right. Chief Operations Officer there. I do have extensive background in warehouse, like managing warehouse facilities, but no. Moving to Florida, no. I want to go to Wyoming, but Wyoming is just as expensive as Seattle, so I'm looking at cheaper places. But I would love to end up in like Montana or Wyoming. Wyoming is like number one. We're hiring for Mandy's position. Oh, what happened to Mandy? That's too bad. You're moving to North Carolina? No, if I was going that far, like West Virginia is definitely like top 5 because it is so dang cheap in West Virginia. Number 1, Wyoming. Well, there's basically like Wyoming, and then there's like 4 other states. Yeah, just nature sounds. I get it. I get it. But one, I don't have the equipment to do that. Like, when we make videos, like, Jimmy's bringing all his equipment. Like, I got a freaking camera. Or not, I don't even have a camera. I got a phone. It's not really picking up any sweet nature sounds. I'm not getting, like, he's got that, like, $5 million lens that's, like, 18 feet long. I'm not capturing any sweet bird photographs with a freaking iPhone. That's too bad. I like Mandy. I like to get another dozen with the black paint job. I like the idea of moving to Florida just because I could keep like fish and reptiles outside year round. But other than that, I guess there's some areas of Florida that are pretty cheap, but I take it that roughly 30 mystery snails in my 120 gallon is considerable bioload. Well, probably not as much as you think. I mean, mystery snails are like the goldfish of the snail community. We all know goldfish are pretty heavy poopers. So are mystery snails, but you got 120 gallons, and I'm sure it's filtered. If maybe even planted. Go for it, Footloose, not just a movie. You know what I could go for is like a good Footloose punch dance. Like that's what I need. Like that's what I need. Michigan, there's already a big Bob following there. I don't know that I could do, like, I love snow. I don't know that I could do Michigan or Wisconsin, like that area up there. I don't know. Like Wyoming. Like to be honest, I don't know much about Michigan, like geography as far as like mountains and things like how's the hiking there? I have no idea. But I think we all know that Wyoming is freaking beautiful. The problem with Wyoming, though, it's like you can get a house for like 150 grand, but it's like a 700 square foot house that was built like 150 years ago, and it was treated like that. And then you go to like 150 ish, but then it's like 500 and above, which means I'd have to get a real job. I don't want to get a real job. I could get a $500,000 house if I got a real job, but who wants a real job? Come on. Like 200,000, maybe like 240 max. Like YouTube would pay for that. Joel, I'll move to Florida. If you move to Florida, yeah, you'd be able to keep shrimp. Wouldn't that be nice? Upstuffing Easter. Oh, tomorrow is Easter. I totally forgot. Upstuffing Easter eggs for the kids and see Bob is live. Thanks for providing some entertainment. Yeah, I didn't see much was going on in like the live streaming world. I saw a couple people were live streaming, but it just seemed like something in the background kind of thing. So here I am. Idaho would be a move. I would go to Idaho, but Idaho's even more expensive. Johnny at Dance Fish says, I paid $350 and I didn't even get a doorknob on the back door. Yeah. It's crazy. Sheridan is a pretty cool place, but man, the houses there, I tell you. Sheridan, Wyoming. What is the cheapest house in Sheridan, Wyoming right now? I'm sure you all care so much about this. Uh, 169,790 square feet. Yikes. Yeah, New Zealand suppresses my wish for shrimp. That'll happen. Florida seems good as a winter house. I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to move somewhere where I have to like rebuild my house every year. I don't know. I just feel like y'all down in Florida got hurricanes like every year. I don't want to deal with that. I've had like 2 earthquakes since I've lived in Washington, and none of them have like toppled my house, you know, knock on wood. But, you know, every year in Florida, you guys have hurricanes. I don't want to deal with that. Regina Flange says, Bob, the good thing about your profession is you can do it anywhere that has good internet. Exactly. This is why I'm looking at like Uruguay would be really, really cool. But I don't, the logistics of trying to get my stuff and 3 dogs all the way to Uruguay are pretty mind-boggling. I've done a ton of research on how to get my dogs down there, and it's not sweet. My dogs can't go on airplanes. Well, one of my dogs cannot go on airplanes, so that means none of them get to go. Josh says, does anyone have any experience ordering tissue cultures versus potted plants? Does one ship better than the other? Tissue culture plants, in my opinion, are amazing. You'll find that people are really split. Like, for every person that says they love tissue culture plants, there's another person that says they hate them. I personally love them. I think they're much better for like starting out. There's obviously some things that I don't care about. Like, one, they're going to be, pest free, so no snails. I could care less. They're not going to have any like herbicides or any weird sprayings on like some of these plants that get imported, which, I'm not too worried about that either, but it has killed fish before, so you never know. And you generally, if you're patient, you'll get a lot more out of a tissue culture, depending on the plant. If you buy like a tissue culture stem plant, you generally will get more than if you buy like a bunch, like a bunched stem plant. But I don't know that one is actually better than the other. I think they just both have their pros and cons. I think people look at tissue culture plants and be like, how is that an aquarium plant? It's not in water. And people get confused. Greg Jones, what's going on, buddy? Says, I'm having success with my Paleotis finally doing nothing, and they are breeding. The trick was having an entire wall of the aquarium covered in Java moss to hide the eggs. That's kind of what I want to do. So one of my walls in the fish room is going to be all 20 longs, and I want to set them up with Hamburg Matten filters, just so I can then grow algae on that entire wall of sponge. Probably not necessary, but I think it is cool. I've done it before, especially for shrimp. And I do plan on having shrimp in some of my Cory breeding tanks. Yes. Congrats to Roots and Whiskers, who is now, what, a great-grandma? A grandma or a great-grandma? I don't remember. But congrats to you, Lisa. Getting 2 more shipped out Monday, so I'll have 3. Wait, Leo, did you find your spotted puffers? Did Dan get more, or did you get them from somewhere else? Let's see. Did Dan get more? I didn't think he got more, but let's look. There are a lot of new fish on the website. I probably should have got the link ready, but, I'm terrible at my job. This will be the worst one ever. Dan's Fish affiliate. I didn't even spell it right. Oh my gosh. We'll go link. Dan's link. There you go. I'm just gonna pin that. Whatever. I'm lazy. Lots of new fish on Dan's website, but I didn't think he got. I found another source, Bob. I figured. Still, lots of new cool fish on Dan's website there, so check it out. You're cheating on us, Leo? Hey, you just going where supply is. I'm getting more when you guys get him, Johnny. He's just trying to save face now. That's all. Emma Rose says, hey, party people. Johnny says, we're hoping to have more soon. Johnny, what's the deal with the Napioensis? I saw a bunch of new Corys listed on the website, but I did not see any Napioensis. Maybe they've been listed and I missed it. I'm going to double check. New Corridoras on the website would be Reynoldsi, Rebudii. That's not how you say it, but that's how I say it. Venezuelan, orange Venezuelans, very nice Cory. Pygmy Corys, Bandit Cory, the Corridoras Mate. Longfin albino, panda Corys, and some Sturbis. Oh, and some gold lasers. So some new Corys on the site, pretty sweet. No Napioensis though. Everyone's waiting. Yes, twin wall and $45 for a 2-foot by 8-foot piece. Whew. Better than glass. So I don't know. Like, they sold already. Like, did you sell them privately? How dare you? How dare you? Bob, do I sell fish? I sell shrimp currently, and I will be selling Corys once I breed them. But that's about it right now. I just have shrimp available right now, and I think I only have orange shrimp. Denikin Aquatics says, so we are for sure going to the Findig, and Alex is for sure going with Danny. Wait, Alex is going for sure with Danny, and are you still planning on... Oh, so you mean Alex, like Secret History Living in Your Aquarium, is driving down with y'all? I don't know if I'm going, because I actually just checked airfare earlier today, and it's even more expensive. So, I don't know. My priority is still CatCon. So, like, if I have to choose between the two, I would much rather not CatCon, Cataclysm, in the American Cichlid Association show. That's July 13th through 16th somewhere. I don't think I'm going to be able to do both, just because the price of airfare is getting ridiculous. And if I had to choose one or the other, it would definitely be Cataclysm. Because I know what's going to be at Cataclysm. I don't know what's going to be at Findig, as far as, like corridoras and things like that. Drive down. No, no. I am not one for being cooped up in a car for 12, 13. Well, I don't know. Like, it's 5 hours from me to you, plus what, another 12 hours to California. That just sounds miserable. I can't spend that much time in a car. Meet me in Fiji in 6 weeks. I bet that is actually not very expensive. Google flights. In 6 weeks, huh? Oops. I mean, my passport has been burning a hole in my pocket, so you never know. Yeah, $1,500. That's kind of what I figured. But again, probably not going to happen. It's only a 9-hour flight. That's pretty rad, though. Double lids for 75 would be $40, and I need more lids than just a 75. Okay. It's got to be getting close, though. Where do you sell your shrimp? On my website. It's just steenfottaquatics.com. I make it in 8. So you're saying that you can get from Portland to Sacramento in 8 hours? I don't not believe you. I know I've driven to San Francisco once, and it was like 12 hours. So, I mean, I was like 10, so it could have been 24 hours, and I wouldn't know. But I feel like it was like 12 to 15 hours is what I feel like. That's still, though, when I can like fly there in an hour and a half, like 600 miles, 10 hours. What type of corridoras am I hoping to breed and sell? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can name. I want to say I have close to or around 24 species of corridoras right now. Oh man, and still collecting. I saw some corridoras Gassier for sale, and I really want to get some, although I probably won't, but I really do. But just in my one tank in here, which is just a holding tank, I have Lortoensis, Venezuelan. I have some Aspidoras. I forget which species. Leopardus, the leopard cory, and CW 123, and that's just in this one tank right here. So I don't make YouTube money. Corey, now that dude makes YouTube money. I do not make YouTube money. Jealous I only have 8 varieties. I have yeah, I mean, of course I have like Sturbys, Brocas Splendens, Black Venezuelans. I'm like, I don't even know. I have CW62, CW92. I have Corridoras punctatus, Corridoras simulatus, and more. Like, I've got a bunch of 20-gallon tanks that each have like 3 species in them each for right now while I'm building my rack. And then once my rack is done, then I'll have 20 gallons with multiple 20-gallon tanks with 1 species only spawning. Am I going to the Seattle Aquarium Society auction, which I believe is the 22nd? I'm not sure. As it gets closer and they start listing what's in the auction, if there's any like Corridoras and I'm like, I need those Corridoras, then yeah, I'll go down. But if there's not any Corridoras that I'm interested in, then I probably won't go, because then I'll just spend money on stuff I don't need or want. Emma Rose says, I'm struggling with my black Corys at the moment. It's hard to get a good healthy strain of black Venezuelans for sure. I've got 2 strains from 2 different sources, and one I haven't lost a single one, and the other one that I got from a wholesaler, I bought 12 and I have 4 left, which is pretty standard actually. There's so many Corridoras that I bought 12 of, because 12 for most wholesalers, 12 is like the minimum. And I got orange laser Corys, I've got Adolphoi Corys. But most wholesalers, like 12 is the minimum, and if I buy 12 from wholesalers, I normally end up with between 4 and 6. So I've stopped buying all wholesale Corridoras. Once my fish room is up, then I think the plan is going to be like buy wholesale and try to get them as spawn as fast as possible before they start dropping dead. Definitely some issues somewhere in the supply chain with Corridoras right now. Yes, the 22nd is correct. Well, Caitlin, you're a member, so maybe you can look at the list for me. So I think I have to pay like the $20 to look at the list, and I really don't want to do that. So maybe you could scope out the list for me and let me know if there's any Corys. I don't know. Crazy thing, I've heard people keep cherry shrimp with spotted Congo puffers. Absolutely. The trick is just more plants, and more plants. What do I think those issues are, Bob? Well, I think a lot of it is septicemia, which in the medical community it's called septicemia. In the aquarium community, it's just called red blotch disease. Very, very scientific, I know, red blotch disease, but I'm purely speculating because I have had some Corys come in with like red blotches on them, and Corridoras, well, all catfish and bottom dwellers are much more susceptible to septicemia because all the bacteria that can be in substrates, especially like if you go to wholesalers, they generally don't have substrate, but like the bottom, there's not much flow, and so like it gets kind of stagnant in the bottom of some of these tanks. And I don't know, I've been to many wholesalers, and that's the only thing I can think of is maybe because I did start treating them with antibiotics. And like my Corridoras semi-aqualis came from a wholesaler in Florida, and they all came in with red around like their gills and their bellies, which I originally was like, oh, they have ammonia burn, but it wasn't ammonia burn. It was actually septicemia, and it can be really hard to spot. It's something that's usually you don't need medication for if you spot it early enough. Just clean water and it'll go away. But you know, wholesalers don't necessarily have very clean water, so if you miss it, it can kill fish really fast if you miss it. But all of like the captive bred, like hobbyist bred ones that I've gotten from like Dan's Fish or actual other hobbyists, I've had no issues with at all. So a lot of Dan's come from hobbyist bred. Some are imports, but a lot of them are hobbyist bred. And this is why I think it's something in the supply chain somewhere, because almost any wholesale, I've never got a shipment of wholesale where I didn't lose at least one Corridora. Corridoras. But unless I actually send off and paid like $300 for an autopsy, like I'll never know for sure, and I'm not gonna, you know, honestly at this point it'd probably be cheaper. Like, I stopped calculating, but I was at about $1,800 in lost fish, lost Corridoras. So I mean that's another reason why I stopped ordering. It can only take so much losses. Otter says, I purchased many corridors recently. The only groups that have not had any losses come from Larry Schenkel. Yes, I actually talked to Larry last week. And I do have a secret, now not so secret trip to go tour his place. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's already like planned and booked. And yeah, so I'll have a fish room tour with Larry Schenkel. I'm also looking into other people like that I can travel and do fish room tours. So any suggestions? I would love to maybe go see like Eric Bodrock. I don't know if you'd have me, but you know, that would be a really cool one. Any chance that you're planning on breed Corridoras pantanolensis? Not yet. Not yet. So my plan is to start off with the easier species, the more common species, and then work my way before, like, I'm not going to go out and buy Corridoras that are like $90 each, or I think I've seen them down to like $60, but right now I'm kind of capping at like $20 per Corri is kind of my cap right now. And then once I start selling and getting some of that money back, then I'll gradually move up. I saw some bicolor pandas that I kind of want to get for a really good price. Maybe I'll get them. I'm not sure. I got really excited for a second. About what? I'm actually not planning on it, but I haven't gotten around to it. There's a meeting next Tuesday, so I'll either sign up before or well, if you sign up. Emma Rose says, I bought 6, lost 3. They shipped, and then I got ick a few days later. I work at an LFS, and I think I brought it home from them. We've been treating multiple tanks. What list can you read for what list can you read for $20? I don't understand the question. Bicolor pandas, yeah, I think there's CW49. There's like 3 common names for them. My work has some San Juan corridors. Those are really, I actually really enjoy those. Should be one of the cheaper corridors out there. I like those a lot. Let me see. Where'd they go? I'm trying to remember where I saw the bicolor. That's what they call them. But they're the bigger, fancier panda Cory. Bicolor panda. No CW number. Check another place here. CW51. I said, what did I say? 49? No, it's CW51 for the bicolor panda. They're basically just giant panda cories. More black, or less black actually, less black, but bigger. Yeah, Johnny's right. CW49 are the black diamonds. San Juan cories are. So yes, Johnny brings up a good point. So Corridors napioensis, and the San Juan cories get mixed up a lot, and I think that's where our confusion is, because napioensis are pretty small, San Juans are not, and so I'm pretty confident that they get mixed up all the time. Because what is the actual scientific name on the San Juan? It is different. I was just researching. Bilineatus. Yeah. So it's Corridors bilineatus and Corridors napioensis. They get mixed up a ton. Brian, what's going on, buddy? Club costs $20 to see what lots are for sale at the auction. Oh, yeah. I apologize. So with the Seattle Aquarium Society, you have to log into the site to see what's listed in the auctions, and to get a login, you have to be a member, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't make the rules. I thought you were coming to see me. I heard Eric before Bodrock registered. Where are you at? Like, what state are you in, buddy? I don't even know. What time is it? It's 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. What time is it where you're at? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Where did I see? Oops. Michigan, just north of Detroit. You could do a bunch of the Dream Team out here. It's bedtime in Massachusetts. 11:30 p.m. I used to stream every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Way back in the day. Long time ago. There's definitely a lot of Dream Teamers out there for sure. I definitely plan on making it out there one of these days. You're in Rhode Island? What did I just see? I just saw something in Rhode Island I wanted to buy. And I was like, could that be any farther away from me? I don't remember what it was. I miss the gaming streams. I miss games that are fun. There's no more fun games out there. They're all boring and they just regurgitate the same crap over and over and over. It's not fun anymore. Although I am excited about City Skyline 2 coming out at some point this year. So, maybe I'll stream that. I don't know. Woohoo, I can put you up in a hotel, as I hate being a house guest too. It's just awkward. Like, I can't walk around in my underwear. I'd much rather be in a hotel. But yeah, I definitely I want to make it up to like Fish Tank Barn. There's so many people up there. While I was driving up, you were talking about moving. Didn't you just buy property and build a tiny house? I didn't buy property. It's property, like family property, right? And I did build a tiny house, and I specifically built it to be moved. So I built it on skids, so it can be moved. But I would probably honestly just leave it for when I come back and visit, so I have like a place. If I come back and visit family, like I can have my own place to stay at. What corridors do I think are the prettiest in your opinion? Corridors Robinet, which I have some of those as well. Add that to the list. I'm always a sucker for a good stir-by, just a good old-fashioned stir-by Corridora. The Vulcan Cori CW111 is absolutely amazing, but very unrealistic as they're, like $200-$300. Have I seen World of Warcraft Hardcore? No. Does that mean like you can't die? You can move it to my yard. Honestly, like when I came out and like Dan sent me a link to like some tiny house, and I was like, can I park it at the warehouse? Like, can I just put it on the warehouse? And he's like, you know what? Yeah, you probably, yeah, you could. So it was very tempting, but at the same time, I have 3 gigantic dogs that definitely need a fenced yard, and then I also wouldn't have a fish room. Like, sure, I would be working in Dan's warehouse, but I still want my own fish room. Any specific apistos you would go with in a 29-gallon hard water tank? Probably Apistogramma cockatoides. I know it's probably it is the most common, but they can really go into just about any type of water that's out there. Emma Rose, I do really like, it was mentioned earlier, the Corridoras pantanolensis. However, those really only color up when they're spawning. When they're not spawning, they're actually pretty bland. But the males, when they're spawning, are absolutely beautiful. I love my stir-by. Vulcan is definitely a dream fish. I really love Corridors equus, Corridors Venezuelan. I have Aspidorus pilotis, Aspidorus ramundii, and then my other species of Aspidorus starts with an R too, but I can't remember. I have to look it up every time. It's not very common. Has an aquarium for use in a motorhome been created yet? No, but I bet somebody has put an aquarium in a motorhome. I mean, they put hot tubs in limousines. I'm sure someone has put an aquarium in a motorhome. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm sure it's been done. Kaylee says, I got some high-fin salt and pepper corridors at a fish auction, but I'm having trouble finding info on them. What is their seed? They're probably just Paleotis. Hyphen Paleotis, which is, yeah. So look up Corridoras. Well, you know what? I don't even think that I know the CW number on those. Corridorus Paleotis. The peppered Cory. What is there? Johnny probably knows. Well, I'll just link the scientific name. I'd be willing to bet that that's what you got. There is a hyphen version of this fish that's pretty common. Regina Phalange says, stir-bys are my favorite cories and I have quite a few other species. Yeah, they're all... my Aspidoras are spawning right now. They were spawning all last night, too. I need to get them in their own tank, like, ASAP. Which ones are they? I'm gonna look that up. Gotta look at my list. Rochai, Aspidorus rochai. So Aspilotis, rochai, and Raymundi. I really want the 6-ray Aspidorus, which is now a Corridorus. There's only about 15 species of Aspidoras left. If the world made sense, Paleota should be 001 because it was the first ever one collected and kept in an aquarium as far as I know. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Emma says, yeah, I accidentally bought 2 high-fin peppers to add to my group of regular peppers. Not the worst thing in the world, right? I bet, get that in-between. It's not a normal fin. It's not a high fin, but it's an in-between fin. Whatever. Lady Diane says, I have many orange Venezuelans breeding like rabbits. I have the black stir-by. I've never heard of black stir-by. Interesting. But I'm betting they're all males. I'm not a fan. Y'all know, if you know me and have been around a while, you know I'm not a fan of albino fish, but I will say albino stir-by corridoras are pretty cool. I don't know if they're real albinos. Let me look. I don't remember. When I saw them in person like 4 months ago, I was like, that's actually pretty cool. But I don't know if they're like true albino. Can I get a picture? Oh, they are true albino. Look at that. They got the red eyes. All right. JT says, are rocket killies or the clown killifish hard to breed? Just got a school of 6. It's not hard to get them to spawn. It's harder to raise up the fry than it is to get them to spawn. Used to be called black Venezuelan. I have yet to hear or see the black Venezuelans, which is a black Schultzi, be called a black stir-by. That's interesting. So black Venezuelans are actually Corridora Schultzi. Albino gold lasers are pretty cool too. I've been seeing like a lot of talk about those, but I've yet to see one in person. Gold laser corridoras. See, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think I like that one. The thing I don't like about albino fish is I don't like when you can like see their insides. Like, I don't know. Like the albino, why am I saying like so much? The albino Cory or the albino stir-bys I saw, like you couldn't see their guts or their inside workings, and I don't know. I just don't like that. Granted, I only see like one picture of gold laser albinos, but maybe they're just not sexually mature yet. Gold laser. Emma Rose says, albino fish creep me out. I have albino tiger barbs, and they don't have red eyes. Then I think that means they're like leucistic, right? Not albino. I don't know for sure, but... Never was much a fan. I'm not a fan of albino really anything. Oh, wait. Those Hillstream loaches are calling my name. Highly recommend Hillstream loaches. Regina Phalange says, love my Hillstream. Super hardy. They are amazing. I agree. And those are something I plan to breed in the future as well. Once I make the transition to loaches. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Braxton. Relax. I'm blind cave. Yeah, I don't think I need to go on another blind cave tetra rant. I spent about 20 minutes talking about how disgusting those things are in the last stream. Did you ever take the hat off when you hit 40k subs? No, because it's 100k subs. 50k was pie, 100k is hats. But if you really cared, you can just go and look on other YouTube channels and find me without a hat on. Got one albino blue avatar angelfish. Was shocked, keeping it very cool. I've never heard of an avatar angelfish either. Lady Diane, you got some like wild fish going on there. Like, man. Orange lasers and gold lasers are the same thing. They have a different CW number though. Lies, it was 40. It was never 40, my friend. Feel free to go back and check the live streams from 7 years ago. It was never 40. Got one albino blue avatar angelfish. Blue avatar angelfish. Like, I feel like someone's just trying to capitalize on the terrible Avatar movie that just came out. Blue is it's Dan's fish. That's funny. Blue avatar angelfish. That's the key to marketing right there. Whatever. Just go to Google and look at the top 10 search terms and then name your fish after that. And that's how you sell fish. Hey, Jess, good to see you. Good to see you. Aquatic Morning Show. Bob cannot tell a lie on YouTube. It's been yeah. There was there was never anything for 40K. But like I said, my hat's been off in the camping channel. Well, the gaming channel's not around anymore, but I took it off in that once. Capitalism at Dan's. Let's see. Does anyone else have blue avatar angelfish? Here's avatar turkey green angelfish. Like this, we're getting a little out of control here. Let's be real. Avatar turkey. What do they have, like long necks? Do they go gobble gobble? Okay, let me look. I don't know who names this stuff, but good way to go, I guess. Good job. But might have some serious drama today. All good, Brian. All good. I don't know. People are some people, Brian, are like really obsessed with my bald head. I have no idea why. Almost anyone that's seen me in person has seen me without a hat on. Like, I took my hat off at that show in Dallas last year that I'm drawing a blank. Even John was like, oh, "You took your hat off? What are you doing?" Like, I don't care. It's only the people in the live stream that care. That's why I don't do it. Johnny has seen me without my hat on. Jack and Dan have an avatar angelfish angel tank. Wasn't it Aqua Pros that had like that avatar tank that totally like blew up, went viral? That was pretty nice. It's kind of creepy, Bomb. They are obsessed. Well, I mean, it is a pretty beautiful dome. I gotta be honest. It's very nicely shaped. Yeah, Aquashella. Johnny's. Yeah, I've seen him take his hat off, but never his hoodie. That's true. Although I'm not wearing one right now. I really love that front pocket in the hoodie. Like, if they made t-shirts with like the front pocket where I could just put my hands in there, put my stuff in there. It's so handy. I saw your look-alike at Whole Foods. They had a hat on and everything. Well, you know, bald white dudes with beards are not exactly a rare thing in this world. So, there you go. MRO says I gotta meet. Did I meet you? I don't know. Your avatar, like your little icon, is so small, like I can't even tell if it's like what it is. So I mean I don't know what none of y'all look like. It's not fair. Y'all know what I look like. I don't know what none of yous look like. It's kind of weird. Just take it all off? Well, you start throwing some dollar bills this way, maybe I'll have to. Jeez. It's like a fanny pack without looking stupid. I mean, honestly, I did buy a fanny pack like a year ago, and that was pretty awesome too, not gonna lie. Like, One thing I'll never do is the man purse, though. That's not for me, man. If you guys can rock the man purse, it's not a purse. It's a satchel. Whatever. It's a purse. Like, I can never do that. I came in at a weird time. Yep. Dino Soprino. What's going on? It's always like, I love meeting people from YouTube, but I'm always like, who are you? Like, they're like, oh, Bob, hey, how's it going? I'm like, who are you? And then they tell me the real name, but then I'm like, well, what's your YouTube name? And then, like, just no, I'm never going to remember. I heard it's far worse with Fahaka. They'll try to buy it. Fahakas calm down a lot when they're bigger, though. Fahakas definitely have, like, their terrible twos, but when they get a little older, they tend to calm down. We took a picture. I think I tagged you on Instagram. Well, I'm pretty much the worst at notifications. It's a merce. It's a satchel. Indiana Jones had one. Yeah. See, what I need to start doing is I need to start taking pictures when I meet people on my phone. That's what I should start doing. But I still wouldn't know. Like, I would still forget. Like, I have the worst memory ever. If I actually open my Instagram right now, I don't even know how many like when I open Facebook and go to friends request, I probably have like 2,000 friend requests. It's ridiculous. I don't even look. Like, I've had family be like, I requested you like 2 years. My aunt was like, why don't you add me? I added you like 3 years ago. I'm like, why do you care? Like, you don't talk to me in real life. It's not like you're going to talk to me on Facebook. Jeez. Curtis Schindler, well, you know, I say your name enough, but I have no idea what you look like. So, well, besides from you being famous on TikTok, like, but like I could walk past you and not even know. One of my angels bit me when I was removing Val today. Nice. I worked with a guy that carried around a camera bag just to put stuff in. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm jealous that y'all get purses to hold all your crap. I could just never do it. I'd be the person that sets it down somewhere and, like, just walks off for sure. Leo says, I feel special. I'm your friend on Facebook. Are you? Which one are you? I don't even know how many friends I have on Facebook. It's too many. Is there a way to tell? Like, probably have like 300. I don't know. Yeah, my notifications are ridiculous. Facebook. I don't know. What am I feeding that pothos behind me? Just tank water. It's you know, this one, since I trimmed it, hasn't really grown at all. But this one, I'm gonna have to cut again, because it's, as soon as it gets down to my piano, it's got to go. But it grows, the Micans, it grows so fast. You see me in real life, but I have a feeling you could walk past me now and not know it, since it was only for like 10 minutes, and it was like 5 years ago. I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. My tiger barbs nibble on me when I'm in the tank. I can't decide if they're biting me or if I'm all crusty and they're eating dead skin. That's gross. All right. One of yeah, what YouTube name is your name? One of the best advice I ever got from Corey that I didn't listen to was when he said change your YouTube name. Back when I had like 10 subscribers, He was like, don't make it your last name. Don't make it your name at all. Make it something else. I was like, I want it to be my name. I do. And now I'm like, I would give anything to not have it be my name. I feel like that in your Facebook group. I feel like I don't know anyone, but I probably know who most of them are. Yeah, so I love my Facebook group. That's probably. I mean, if I didn't have my Facebook group, I honestly I would probably delete Facebook. But it's like people's name on Facebook is different than their YouTube name, so it's like they'll be like, "Hey, you mentioned this on the stream and blah blah." And I was like, I don't know who you are. Like, you have different names on every social media. My Panagara check my arm. Yeah, my Panagaras love to go after, and they like pull my arm hair. And I don't really have like, I'm definitely not like Robin Williams. Like I don't have a carpet on my arm, but I've got some peach fuzz, and they like to yank on it for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. Purses are the SUV of pockets. Night Owl says, I worked at a live music club for like 10 years. People always walking up saying, hi, remember me? And I never remember most of them. That was like me in retail. Like, hey, I just spent $10,000 last week. Remember me? I'm like, no, I've seen like 1,000 people since I saw you last. How would I remember you? People get angry when you don't remember them. That's what's weird. Like, if somebody doesn't remember me, like, that makes sense. Like, why would you? So when people get butthurt when you don't remember them, it just baffles me. I love my Panagara. Panagara, super awesome fish. I'm telling you, if you don't keep Pandagara, you need to. It's just one of those fish. Does Dan have any Pandagara? I don't think so. I'm going to look. I'm going to search Panda. Oh, yeah, it's 18 Pandagara. There you go. Wow, they're actually... that's actually pretty cheap, too. Dan's fish, Pandagara. Get them. I say what size they are. Oh, my gosh. They're the perfect size, too. A little over an inch. That's what size you want them at. Trust me. Offering sexed fish? Wait, what? Pairs sold. Wait, is Johnny still here? This is confusing. See, I'm a dummy, and I can't be the only dummy on the internet. It says offering sexed fish / pairs sold unsexed. Offering sexed fish / pairs sold unsexed. What does that even mean? Is Johnny still here? Johnny boy. Old Johnny Drama. What does that even mean? You can't sell sexed pairs and then say that they're sold unsexed. Am I seeing this wrong? Here, I'll pull it up for everyone. I'm confused. My little brain can't compute this. Okay, here. Where are we at? Oh, I'm going to have to make it bigger. That's what she said. Get bigger. Wait, can I do it here? How about that? Did that work? That kind of worked. Okay. Now, okay, here we are, right here. Offering sexed fish / pairs sold unsexed. What does that mean, Dan? Is Dan here? Probably not. He's got much better things to do on a Saturday. Johnny says that's Dan's old formatting causes me a lot of headaches. I bet you get a lot of emails about this, right? Oh, man. Offering sexed fish pairs sold unsexed. All right. Well, we know something that I guess needs to get changed on the website, right? I'm telling you, though, $13 for Panagara, pretty dang good. I mean, look at this guy. They probably have some of the best personality of all fish, but you need a group of them. Don't just get like one or two. Like 3 would be like the bare minimum, but I mean, get like 6 if you're going to get some. Maybe that'll be the fish of the week on Monday if there's any left. People come into the shop and expect me to remember everything they've bought, how big their tanks are, and what all fish they already have. I do not miss retail. Oh, is it already fixed? Just like that? Let me refresh. Holy smokes, just like that. Look at this. See? I know how to get things done. Sold as unsexed. There we go. So my next question, Johnny. Can I get a pair? Male, female, sexed, please? They do make t-shirt hoodies. I have a long sleeve t-shirt that has a pocket and a hood. Well, that's just a hoodie. It's still a hoodie if it has a hood and a pocket. I ripped the tag out, so I don't know what brand. If it has a hood, it's a hoodie, right? Well, whether it's a t-shirt or not. I don't know. I don't know what the semantics are there. I don't know what the rules are. Do wonder shells work better in a filter or in the tank? Are there benefits for one over the other? I would say it depends on why you're getting it. If you're getting it for like snails or shrimp, it would be much better in the tank so they can actually eat it. However, if it's just for your water parameters, I would put it in the hang on back. Quick edit. Oops. Get this back down to regular size here. All right. How long have I been going here? Has it been an hour yet? I was only going to go for an hour. Here we are. Oh, it's been over an hour already. All right, well, we'll go like an hour and a half, so like 20 more minutes. Oh, also, how many people are here? I didn't even look. I never pay attention to how many people are here. 100 people on a surprise stream with UFC going. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. Xanadu. Oh, Xanadu. I was watching you guys playing on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I'm going to check it out again this Tuesday, but I have like... That stuff is so confusing. I have no idea what was going on. Absolutely no idea, my friend. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep watching. Hopefully, I can figure it out what's going on. So, there's I guess, Fish Fam Dungeons and Dragons stream, and I've never played, and I'm just watching them play like... It was like trying to read Japanese. I had no idea what was going on. But maybe if I watch it enough, I'll figure it out. And Englehart said that he would teach me the ropes if I get into it. So we'll see. I'm gonna lurk on the stream on Tuesday and see what it's all about. And Moreau says, "Well, shoot, now I got to get more. I only have one." Yeah. They are extremely social fish. They love to hang around with each other, and they're just super active. I ran into Aquahuna delivery guy Thursday at a local shop. Not sure why they can't figure out a way to feel right and ship to Washington. Maybe a special increased price for Washington. It would be, well, I get why. Just hit up your local Walmart. They don't sell fish anymore here. They would probably lose a lot of their retail business if they did that. And they have a lot of retail business. Like, they supply a lot of people. And financially, they'll probably, maybe they've run the numbers and they're like, if we lose all these retail accounts, we would have to sell this many fish in just Washington State. And that would be a lot of fish. I don't know. So it probably just doesn't make sense to piss off a bunch of retailers. But their delivery driver, his his name is Bob too. Pretty nice guy. Well, I mean, let's be real. Most Bobs are pretty nice. What would make a tank look milky that's not a bacteria bloom? It's been like this for 3 months. The only difference was I took the heater out. Goldfish tank title. Is it an algae bloom? If you're 100% certain it's not bacteria bloom, which it could be. I don't know how you've ruled that out. But it could be an algae bloom as well. I don't understand why you'd want to pay retail prices for wholesale fish. Retail prices. Huh? I don't know why you want to pay retail prices for wholesale. Oh, quality, wholesale quality. I think it's the. I think every wholesaler has fish that they do well and fish that they don't do well. And definitely in my experience, and you definitely have to learn like which fish they do well and which fish they don't do well. Because I mean they have good quality fish, but I will say that they also have fish that I probably wouldn't get. But there's only like I don't even know how many retail stores are here. There's not that many, but there are a lot of retailers, if that makes sense. Come on, play D&D Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. Well, the thing is like, I am planning a lot of travel, so I don't know how like committed I could be. Like I'm not this coming week, but I think the next week I'm going to be gone. Not yet. And so like in 2 weeks I'm going to be gone. I'm basically trying to plan a trip like every month to go see someone's fish room. And the first one is Larry Schenkel. I'm going there this month. And then also camping is coming up, and I only camp during the week. I refuse to camp on the weekend with all the city folk that just make it unbearable. Like, it doesn't matter how far out in the woods I go, there's always some beard up city folk, just loud and obnoxious. It's the worst, but you never see that during the week. So there's definitely like some commitment things there that I don't know if I'd be able to go every week. I occasionally end up looking at their site every now and then, and it causes me a lot of stress. I feel that way about looking at everyone's website. But mine's like, my stress is like, why don't you have my Corridoras, you sons of bitches? Would you recommend water storage tanks? My tap water has a lot of chloramine, so I have to treat it in buckets before water changes. Lots of work. With storage tanks, I could preheat bigger. I mean, that's up to you, really. I don't do it. I just treat my tanks as I fill them. I've started collecting rainwater at my new place here, so I kind of do like half and half, but I'm honestly, I'm never really worried about chloramine. I'm only worried about chlorine, especially after like big storms. I swear they like dump in the chlorine after huge storms around here because you can smell it in the water, and then I'm like, great, I can't do a water change for a couple days. But like Seachem Safe will take out chloramine. Well, detoxify it. It won't take it out, but it'll detoxify it. Never heard of or thought about putting Wonder Shell in a hang on back. Yeah, just like putting like crushed coral in your filter. Same idea. I worked for a professional, but I'm out of the show world now. I definitely don't miss it. Very long days and lots of drama. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what show. Cat shows, dog shows, horse shows. I would never want to get into that nonsense. Regina Philandia says, Leslie Perry, have you tried anything like ChemiPure or maybe like oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I mean, honestly, just carbon, like activated carbon. Activated carbon works wonders for a lot of things, and a lot of people overlook it. Like you go maybe like back in the 90s and prior, like activated carbon was huge in the hobby. And now I feel like because of marketing, there's things like ChemiPure that basically do the exact same thing as activated carbon, except it's way more expensive. So activated carbon will do wonders. That's what I would try. And no, the cartridges that come and hang on back filters that have like 3 little granules of activated carbon are not doing anything. But you have to put a decent amount in there. Like I run water through carbon when I'm doing water changes. So my water change hose, it goes into like a PVC pipe that's full of activated carbon and out the other side and into the tank. And activated carbon lasts a really, really long time. It's super cheap and it gets rid of a lot of stuff. Maybe that'll be my next blog post. I want to write that down. I might even do that tonight. Where's a pen? It's been a couple days since I've done a new blog, so maybe I'll write a blog on activated carbon. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, there was a pen in the thing the whole time. We have chlorine and chloramines. Makes me question if it's safe to even drink. No. Speaking of water changes, I'm going to go do one right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just knocked over my dog gate. That'll happen. So let's think about this, right? Let's think about this. We know that water changes can kill our beneficial bacteria, right? The chlorine, the chloramines, in large amounts can kill our beneficial bacteria. How does that mean it's bad for us to drink? We have lots of beneficial bacteria in our gut. And if we're drinking chloramine and chlorine, we're also killing off the beneficial bacteria. So I don't think it's any secret that a lot of people have just terrible gut health issues here. And no one questions, like, stop drinking tap water. Like I said, what did I say like 3 weeks ago? Do not drink tap water. Just don't do it. You're killing off all the beneficial bacteria in your gut, causing all kinds of health issues. Not worth it. Got any secrets to removing hair algae? I'm losing all my moss. Honestly, Mr. Doodles, I just manually remove it. and then either cut back lighting or food. Lighting or food. I think I need a water break. Yeah. They sell things that attach to your hose for camping that I'm sure is just a carbon filter. Well, there's like the Life Straw that actually has other stuff in it as well. But yeah, a lot of it is just carbon. Oh wait, I still got a little bit left. I just got it. I just got it. Ooh, gossip drama? What did I miss? What did I miss in the 2 minutes I was gone doing a water change? Crushed corn on canister, I assume a lot less. Would get hang on back since the flow is a lot higher. You're talking about shows. Never mind. The green leaf shrimp we sell goes through hair algae faster than a monos. I think a monos are very overrated when it comes to getting rid of algae. Very overrated. Unless you really need like a bajillion of them. Let me look at these shrimp. Green leaf shrimp. Highly variable between green, yellow, and red highlights. Interesting. Very interesting. Green leaf shrimp. A lot? You missed a lot? Does boiling water remove chlorine? The act of boiling does not, but the surface agitation of the boiling water will. It will gas off. And we haven't even talked about fluoride, right? Like not even Prime or Safe gets rid of fluoride or detoxifies fluoride. If you have fluoride in your water, I really feel bad for you. Thankfully, I do not, but oof. Fluoride is worse than like chloramine and chlorine combined. It's awful. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? You big bonehead. No. Don't do it. We have fluoride in our tap water as well. Yeah, I'm so thankful I don't. Let's get tanked. Whipster? I like that. Whipster. Whipster. Life Straw, I think, has silver in it. Really? I've only used it once just to try it out, but I do keep one in my backpack when I go hiking. It's so painfully slow to drink through. Let's see. They were on sale for like $10 not too long ago. Like everyone should have a Life Straw for $10. They're still $10. All right. Does it say what it is? UV filter, activated carbon. Yeah. So it's got a UF filter, a cotton filter, activated carbon filter, another cotton filter, and of course filter screen. So this doesn't say if it has silver in it, but it is basically just activated carbon. 0.1 micron filter size. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty dang good. Fluoride in mine too. Must be a small amount. I use it with my guppies. I mean, think about it. They're putting chlorine in it to get rid of bacteria. Hey, stop. They put chlorine in to kill bacteria, and so if you're drinking it, you're just gonna kill your gut bacteria. I don't. Stupid. I remember when Alex Jones used to promote Life Straw. I would have no idea. I think I saw it on a hiking YouTube video, and I'm like, that's something I should probably have in my backpack. I mean, I drink water right out of the stream. You know, waterfall streams, no problem. But if I was ever in a situation where I had to like drink water out of like stagnant water, yeah, I'm definitely using my Life Straw. But all the water, like when I'm up hiking and I'm like the glacier runoff water, it is so good. It tastes so good. It's nothing. Like if you've been drinking tap water all your life and then you get some glacier runoff, fresh water up in the mountains, oh, it's so good. I don't care. You could be like, I hate water, and then try some of that water, and it's so good. Very good. Very good. One of the best parts of hiking, actually, is the incredibly fresh water. And it's cold. Nice and cold. I'm telling you, you go hike, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 feet, and then get in an 90 degree weather and get that glacier water. I can't wait. Can't wait. All the passes that I go hiking on are still closed. Hopefully they'll open pretty soon. I'm probably going to get banned just for saying his name. It's happened before. I probably shouldn't have read that comment. I just realized that my flannel has pockets on the side. I never knew that. Yeah, I've drank fresh water flowing off the side of a mountain. It was fantastic. My grandpa was pumped on fresh glacier water when we hiked up to one. I filled my bottle too, but didn't drink it. I just let it settle. There's so much silt. Then you're getting the wrong kind of water. When you can look at like tap water and see like, like have you ever just sat and looked at tap water? It is disgusting. At least here. I mean, maybe not in Wyoming, but here it is gross. Absolutely gross. And as far as like, you know, it matters where you collect it too, obviously. Blue Hawaiian Moscows. Had our local spring fish auction today. Really amazed what people pay for guppies. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. I'm looking for a guppy strain now to tub after today. Any suggestions? Any? You saw it, Mike. Mike, I did email, or I didn't email, but I messaged Eric about his fish, and he said that was for like a local club thing only, which I was pretty bummed about. But he says he's gonna have some stuff to ship here in like the next 2-3 weeks, so hopefully he'll still have something, because that was a really good list of fish. Really good list of fish. You know what always sells well are panda guppies. Unless you have like 1 billion people breeding panda guppies there, but panda guppies always do really well. Any of the Moscow guppies do really well. The tap water isn't terrible, but there are days when it smells of chlorine. Yeah, I'll never forget. I think it was like maybe 2018. Like I did a water change in my fish room, and like half my fish died. And I was like, what the F? And then I actually went to the local fish store, and he was doing water change, and like almost all his fish died. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It was awful. Like tap water. I mean, just think, like, the tap water is able to just kill your fish instantly like that, and we're supposed to drink it? I don't know, man. I'm not down with that. Red dragons are always popular. I don't know. I just don't see panda guppies as much as I should. They're still my favorite guppy, and I hardly ever see them. Gotta get rid of some tabs. Too many tabs open. What's the date today? Today's the 8th. Oh, somebody bought some orange Venezuelan cories today. Very nice. Very, very nice. I was car shopping today. I have like 84 tabs open. It's ridiculous. Kentucky would flush every 6 months or so. Massive die-off after water changes. Dustin's Fish Tanks talks about it every now and then. Ugh. Dorsal is amazeballs from the top? What are you talking about? Oh, blue Hawaiian Moscows, maybe? Leaving frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp out overnight in water is no longer viable, correct? Forgot to add it to last night. Hello, is this the test? I've never done that. I just put it right in my tanks frozen. And I know there are some people that get angry when you say that, but never had a problem. Never had a problem that I know of, that I've known of. I know there's like a whole group of people that are like, you have to rinse your bloodworms. Doesn't make sense. Botarock is breeding out some Vulcan cories. So far, not many fry. Yeah, and the Hephaestus or whatever that one is. Like the most expensive corridors. I saw he was selling some of those fry at a really reasonable price, but I'm still never paying like $150 a piece for a corridora. Corridoras. Oh, I do that every time. Yeah, $125 for corridors Hephaestus, which is a great price. I mean, those are normally sell for like $500, but I can't do it. Do you mean water from a municipal supply? Yeah, like city water. I'm not talking about well water at all. Like I love well water. Well, depending. Lady Diane says I do mutt guppies in a tubs too. All the colors mix and endlers for super hardy. Yeah, I just got rid of a bunch of endlers and guppies and mixes and everything in between. Mix them all up. All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. I was only going to go an hour, and then I was only going to go an hour and a half. But I think I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate everyone for coming out. We will be back here again, obviously, Monday evening. So be sure to come back. I had a water issue before in San Francisco, even at a prime. They added a bunch of chlorine over the normal rate and killed all my medacas. Yep. At least here, when they overdose, like you can smell it in the water. I always smell the water now before doing water changes. But anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And hopefully I will see you all on Monday.